the first 5 that he originally wrote, and then the added 2. Especially when it comes to the scene that I feel. The Kyrie is the first chunk we talked about, and we're going to refine this today, is the soul that is ascending to heaven. Then you're getting ready for the ceremony. When the sopranos sing, this is your prayer time. And then when you're at the ceremony, you are all crying together in sorrow. With the second movement, it is actually the ceremony portion of the Mass. And it feels that way, especially with the baritone soloist. To me, he is the priest. The Sanctus, I think we really got this level, so I'm not going to spend much time on that. Kyrie Jesu, we have not done this because it's a soloist. And it's going to be curious.
Wow.
It's beautiful. And for me, this is the daughter of the person who has passed, and they're still praying for rest. The song, the Agnus Dei, we did a really good job on it yesterday. And it's just, time has moved on. There's still remembrance. And what we're going to hit on today is the ending of the Agnus Dei. It has to be different than the first part of the Requiem. Even though the music is very similar, we have to have a different feeling for it. Then he added the Librani, which is back at the ceremony, and the Imperadisium, which hopefully maybe we'll add. I have no idea. So, could you please all, we're going to work backwards in the introit, turn to your page 10. It's measure 63. Let's just sing it once because we haven't done this since Monday or Tuesday. Thanks for sitting. On the first part, the Kyrie, 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 and Le, you're going to the Le. I have in my music the song. Take a quarter rest off of that so you can breathe for the next section. Do you have a breath mark in yours? Oh, that's the only breath for that phrase, yes. So ignore the commas. I wanted to have that French line. Your next section, with everyone, the Kyrie eleison, take an eighth off of that. So we'll recognize that comma. Yes, 68, thank you. And then you're going to the lay every time. Eleison, eleison.
So you don't want us to look at 869?
Correct. You're so awesome. And the crusade section is good. It's good. Let's try it one more time. Let's do it a cappella, and we're going to work on that sound. I did on with you taking a breath? I want to hear that. Better space. Not it's a little too pointy. A little more heavily. Let's do it one more time. I love how sweet you're sounding. This is that prayerful moment where you're just praying.
Is
yesterday, can we just sing it on text? Because yesterday we worked really well on your sound. So I just want to hear what's going to happen and then we'll fix it. So let's start at measure 18. Say that louder too. Question? Oh, okay. Mezzo forte. Let's do it one more time. It's very, very close, but it's not vibrant. It's not brilliant enough. Does that make sense? Try it on G. Say spot 18. Very expressive. You can sing it louder. Good. So there's a couple times, and just like yesterday, when you go up to the high note, there's a little break. Try, like, when you're in your voice lessons, sometimes we do a little slide, don't do, a big slide, but make sure it's connected. Try it on the text. We'll start right at your entrance on the rack. And make sure it's a little close. Try looking at me and sing the words. That is wonderful. That was perfect. I really like that. Thank you. This is simple. We're gonna stop right there. On your measure 38, what note do you have? Is it a quarter or a half? You have a half note? Okay, I'm gonna change mine. On the second one, tenors. Oh, is there a question?
No.
Okay. So on the second one, tenors, I wanted to start simpler, but there's a crescendo on measure 32. Do you have that in your music also? I think you can go even louder. I don't know how that feels in vocalism though. So we'll just come back and we'll do that later. And let's go to the beginning of the Requiem. Actually, I lied. Let's go to your page 35. We're sort of hitting spots and then we'll set through. So last time we talked about the Requiem on Monday and we did that fog scene and I think that really helped you all. I did not have as big as an idea about it as I do now. And that fog scene with the ascension to heaven, that's going to stay there, but the fog needs to change. So instead of the fog in the beginning of the Requiem being like a dark gray, I want that to be actually brighter, and I want this one to have that dark gray. Because the person who is speaking is different. The first time, it is the soul that's speaking to heaven, and he has already found peace. But we on earth, as humans, do not find that peace because we don't know what they're experiencing in heaven. So we finally get that they receive peace right here on the Agnus Dei at the end. So we have to start in that fog of it's pretty dark and gray. But then when we get to that Domine, that would be your measure 79. Underline that because that is a color change. But it's also for you a realization. that they have indeed found that peace that you have been praying for a long time. So let's try it from 75. So it's just going to be a little darker than the beginning. I love that you guys sit up. Oh man, I wish you guys were my normal life. You are. Alright, let's get my brain set.
Especially like with what you did today, I just always feel like this is, whenever you're on the podium, it's not like Master Singers, it's like a real class. Like, your teacher presence is so great, and I just wanted to say.
Trailing on that, like, I just think you're so strong of a person, and I think it's just so lovely that the strength of who you are comes so across in your teaching, and I just want to sing for you, like, again and again, and I might say that to you every single day until, you know, the recital, but I really feel that way, that, yeah, your presence is just, it invites us to do our best singing and to just bring the best for ourselves. So thank you.
I really appreciate all the work you did on the tenor section today, and it's an uphill battle. I think the one thing I think it's an uphill battle. It's one thing I think it could have helped you is you sit something really brilliant. You're like, think as if you're in a voice lesson, and you would take. So why not then apply some sort of voice teaching us? So maybe give us an exercise or have us sing it on D or do if you want more vibrancy, a brighter vowel, less, or a mix. And then put it on text and do really quick repetitions back and forth.
Okay.
And I think it would have fixed it quicker, but I really appreciate all your work today.
Yeah.
I loved your use of technology in the classroom.
Yes, I like
But on top of that, you using it, it's not like you put it up there to be like, look, I'm using technology in the classroom. You essentially saw. That's how you do it.